EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Hall again on second down.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Well, this defense for the Patriots, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll run with Hall. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short, and yes, they were rewarded.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch them flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch them off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
Jones throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
First carry now for Pierre Strong.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And the Patriots sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing Jones. And right side, Henry's got it.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Running left, it's Hall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
This one fielded at the 5. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, right back to Strong. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Room here and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Okay, break.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To Corey Davis. It's a pickup of 6. That brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go, here we go. 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown.
Breece Hall.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the 30 on second down, Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jones, Thornton hauls it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway from the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Second and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he? Touchdown, Jets! From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
On for the point after, Corey Vedvik.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Jets 21, Patriots 13.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hall again on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. Touchdown! Melvin Gordon from 13 yards out. And the Jets are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
They'll go with Strong.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On second down, this is Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it complete to Harris. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots get a bit closer.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. A handoff for Hall. Fights through him.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
134 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Hall on to give up the middle.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Vedvik now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Here's Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.